So Matt Ryan came out and said they won't commit to Michael Penix Jr. as the starting quarterback when healthy. That ain't exactly what he said, but you know how this media is, and they can interpret stuff. And it looked like the circus actually done followed Kevin Stefanski down there to Atlanta. So he said this right here. Matt Ryan said this. Neither of us are the head coach of the football team, so we can't answer your question on that. That's what he was saying. I think as we start to get into this process and dive deeper into the roster, how it currently stands, where it's going in the future, I think those are conversations that'll be a part of it. I'm telling you right now, Matt Ryan just don't know what he did. Matt Ryan does not know what he just did. Because I said this 2 weeks ago, right here on this channel, right here, this video down here at the bottom, they got 8.7 thousand views. 2 weeks ago, I said Michael Penix's career in Atlanta might be over. Everybody thought I was crazy.
Welcome back, my savages. This changed everything for his future. Michael Penix Jr. career as Atlanta Falcon might be over. Here's why.
I am rooting like crazy that Michael Penix is the guy here. Why? Well, I'm a Falcon fan. He's my young quarterback. I want to believe that a quarterback taken in the top 10 is your franchise guy for the next 10 years. If I was betting on it, though, and somebody asked me to put my money down, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it in good conscience for so many reasons right now. This feels like a very long shot that Stefanski is going to look at Michael Penix and think, I'm going to ride with him for the next 5 or 6 years with my contract, my NFL future on the line. And there are some common sense reasons why. And you have to get out of your feelings on this one. There's a difference in what we want, what we're rooting for, and what we think. And here's what I mean. Michael's got an injury history that is obvious. It happened again this year with the ACL. He's already had 2 other knee injuries, so that's going to be a problem. His ability to play under center is non-existent, and it's concerning. Do you guys know that Kevin Stefanski's offenses have quarterbacks under center more than any other offense in the league? Chuck, pop quiz for you. Do you know how many times Michael has been under center in the last 2 years?
Oh, I would say 38 snaps.
Lower.
Oh, no.
28 snaps.
Lower.
Oh, no.
18
Lower.
No.
Okay, how many?
He's been under center 7 snaps in 2 years.
For reals.
For reals.
How can that be possible?
That's a great question.
That's not good coaching.
Or did they draft a guy who just for whatever reason doesn't know how to play under center or feels comfortable? I don't know.
That's not good coaching either.
All of it's bad. But all of it also means that Kevin Stefanski is not going to have use for you long term. And I hate that for Michael. But then you add in either a lack of mobility or as an aftermath to the injuries, he just doesn't want to move around the pocket. We've covered all that before. His inconsistent accuracy. These are all problems. Now, can he get better at certain things? Yes. But this is a new head coach. There's a new GM. 2026 becomes do or die for Michael Penix. You get whatever time you're on the field, 8 games, 10 games, 12 games, whatever it is, to show them that in 2027, we're not going to bring somebody into what we'll call compete with you, but take your job. This is now the time for Michael to show out or he's not going to be here long term.
People didn't want to believe me when I said it then, and they sure enough ain't going to believe me now. And then it becoming national, man. Steve and they up here on First Take talking about Michael Penix. The Falcons regretting drafting Michael Penix. And I done told y'all about Kevin offense. I done covered it for over a year over there in Cleveland with Shador. And I done seen how Kevin offense operate. Dink and dunk, play action based, under center quarterback. He rarely goes shotgun, if at all. He's the only coach in the NFL that runs under center the most. And it's based off the running game. Shout out to Bijan. Hopefully Bijan can stay consistent. He already, like Kevin Stefanski, he done said it. Go watch that video when I posted what he said at the Pro Bowl about Kevin Stefanski. He said he was fired. Go watch the full video. But I'm telling you right now, I don't like this, man. I don't like this. Then what Michael Penix had put out on Instagram, honestly, it ain't no problem with him saying it and putting it out there, but I don't see what's the point of putting it out there. Now, I ain't reading this whole thing. Y'all can go look it up yourself. But to me, it seems like he worried. I ain't gonna say he worried, but he concerned that with this change and what's going on in his media, it might start to affect him. Because one thing I didn't see from a quarterback that was going through completely totally different situation, but much worse in my opinion. He did not one time come out and say anything like this. Like I said, it's not nothing bad. I don't think it's nothing bad that he said, nothing. But me, I wouldn't have said it and put it out. But it ain't nothing wrong with him saying it and putting it out. But I, in my personal opinion, I would not have did this. This would have been something that I would have kept internal and then motivated me coming into the season to work hard. I wouldn't have had to told nobody none of this. I wouldn't have had to put it out there in public. But I understand. Two different people, two different personalities, raised two different ways. Some people get emotional, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation, I wouldn't have put that out. And now I'm thinking it's a response to all the doubt that he now getting. Because maybe he say he done faced it, but I don't know if you done faced it in this type way. But I'm telling you again, man. I won't say it one more time. Let me get my closer. Y'all know how I do. Michael Penix is not Kevin's quarterback. I know everybody, I was seeing it on Twitter, the Falcon fans, people tweeting, it ain't Michael Penix's fault, Zach Robinson, he a trash offensive coordinator. But guess who else a trash offensive coordinator? Kevin Stefanski. He gave the play calling over twice to his offensive coordinator. And Tommy Reese ain't do too much better. And guess what, Falcons? Y'all got both of them. So you tell me what gonna change. You tell me, can Kevin develop a young quarterback? No. So what Michael Penix need? Development. Where he gonna get it from? I don't know. Cause Bill Musgrave ain't come with Kevin Stefanski. He the one that was helping Shador. So whoever their quarterback coach is, they done hired. He gotta get in that book with Michael Penix. Then this go back into me saying that I don't think they gonna trade Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins gonna stay on the team. They gonna, whatever they done did, I done looked at the numbers. On what they could do with Kirk Cousins' contract. And they already done restructured it. Maybe they restructure it again because now they finally got another GM and we don't know what he know far as the salary cap and all that type stuff, plus the salary cap going up. That gonna help him out. They might have insurance on his contract like Cleveland did Deshaun. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't think Kirk Cousins go nowhere until he actually do go somewhere. Then if he actually do go somewhere, then I believe in Michael Penix a little more. But at this point in time, Kirk Cousins is still on the roster. Michael Penix still injured. Michael Penix got to recover. He got to come back from injury. He got to learn his playbook, learn his offense, and get on the center.
Quarterback position. Should the Falcons regret taking Penix with the 8th overall pick?
I think so. And it's not about his game because the brother can play. But I don't know this. You two especially know this better than me. I'm going to tell you what I was told. That you see him lined up in the shotgun most of the time because it's difficult for him to line up under center because he has to bend his knees too much. I mean, damn. I mean, think about it. I mean, come on now. You know, when that is the reason, that you're in shotgun formation most of the time, that is problematic. I want to applaud Matt Ryan. Because you know what? Usually you're a new executive and you show up and you just blow me and you just spread it flowers all over. No time for that. He like, damn it, the quarterback position. We ain't committing to no damn body. Why? Because we paid Kirk Cousins over the last 2 years, okay? Over the last 2 years, they paid Kirk Cousins $90 million, and that's produced 12 wins and no playoff appearances in 2 years, okay? So clearly, You haven't got a return on your investment where he's concerned. Penix is injury prone, so you haven't had that going on. And the Atlanta Falcons got Bijan Robinson. Oh my God, what a stud that brother is. That brother's special. I mean, he's just special. You got Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts and these brothers. You need a quarterback, okay? So if you're Matt Ryan, what you're saying is clearly we're not good enough. And for him to be there, and before he had a chance to pass gas, is telling everybody, damn it, we're passing gas. It's not perfume we're spewing out there, okay? I applaud him. Atlanta, you're in a good spot because you got an executive that is already honest enough to tell you what you already know, which is, damn it, you ain't good enough, and we got to take care of some business. And primarily, it's the quarterback position, and the likelihood is we don't have either guy that's good enough for what we need.
I agree with it to a certain point. I don't think that I'm not saying Michael Penix can't be something, but with him being under this new coach that I know can't develop him because he's a young player and he still need to learn some stuff. I don't think Atlanta it. I don't think Atlanta the home where he need to do that and become that franchise quarterback. And Kirk Cousins is not the long-term solution because he only got 2 years left on his contract. It ain't about the point. He already got the playbook. Can he understand it? That's what I'm saying. How fast can he learn it? Because he going to have to learn it on his own. Kevin ain't teaching. But veteran experience, it ain't, look, bro, I'm telling you, you might need to go to my main channel and look at them videos. Then you gonna I'm going to tell you that veteran experience style don't mean nothing. If Michael Penix can't get it, it ain't gonna mean nothing. Cause he gonna have to be proactive. Not posting on Instagram. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. But he need to be in Kevin's office right now. Rehabbing in his office.
Second year.
We all want the man to succeed, period.
100%.
I don't think there's anybody in here that, I don't want Michael Penix. I want the guy to be good because I don't want to start over at quarterback. Starting over at quarterback typically means you're starting over as a franchise.
And you have to wait.
Right.
We're tired of waiting.
We ain't got time to wait.
He already has the acceleration of his first year getting in 3 games, his second year making it through half the season, and now he's got a new coach and offensive coordinator year 3.
I would like to get everybody's opinion on the initial thought when you see your starting quarterback put out something like this on social media.
You should. You're going to be charged with being above that. You're going to be criticized as a quarterback, a starting quarterback in the National Football League. All criticism you're not going to like. So it could come across as he might have his antennae up a little bit and maybe be a little sensitive to the questions about his health and physical attributes.
I don't take much from athletes' social medias when they go on and do stuff like that. Put a big long paragraph to get whatever. It doesn't change what I feel about him. I'm going to care when we get to training camp. Is he under center? Does he have the ability to move? That's what I care about. Could his completion percentage get up to 66, 68%, somewhere in there? That's what I need to see. Social media posts, whatever. I remember Julio Jones scrubbing his social media of the Falcons.
It's a different day and age, a different athlete.
It is a different day and age and athlete. And I think that, you were alluding to it.
Hey, at least I ain't the only one.
Essentially the thought of maybe it's a Matt Ryan or somebody who steps in and say, the only way to shut people up is to just go out and do it.
100%.
Your social media post, it doesn't matter if you write a book about it. People are still going to talk about you. But it'll change the narrative the second you step on that field and prove everybody wrong that you can get under center, you can lead this team. Right. And at 25 years old, it may be a lesson that, he'll figure out.
Well, he's not had the opportunity to talk. When you're injured, you can't talk. You can't have sessions with the media. You're not doing a lot of interviews. So he's had to be quiet. And clearly there have been some things he's seen that's bothered him.
But if this helped him, mentally, so be it. Right?
I guess my thing is, what I would say to him is, talk to Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan had probably half the city that didn't like him, and there's still a whole lot of people.
Half the city still doesn't like him.
Really think he's all that. So he dealt with a whole lot, being the best Falcon of all time, and he's in the building now. It's hard to do when you hear people criticizing you and you feel like you want to respond.
No, he's got his feelings a little bit, and I would go to Matt Ryan. Now you have that guy at your
he's right there.
He's right there. If you feel in a certain way and this and that, but to your point, you're exactly right. Rehab harder and get ready to play some football and prove everybody wrong.
At least I ain't the only one thinking like that. That's what basically I was saying. He gonna have to show me that he ready to play. And yeah, Kevin offense, he gonna stick with it. That's his offense. That's what he know. That's what he gonna stick with.
I don't want to go crazy. I'm not psychoanalyzing this.
But it is long.
But it's
very long.
It's kind of a cry for help in some way, too. You know, I don't know who you talk to. We say it all the time. If you're an athlete, you know this stuff is going to come. Whether it's your brother, your father, a friend, your agent, you have to run something, in my opinion. You can do it. And then people can comment on it. But don't you say, man, I wrote it. I'm not sure. What do you think? Is this going to come across the way I want? And don't forget, let's also drop the fallacy. He didn't speak to one person recently. He spoke to two. And now, if he doesn't speak again, we won't hear anything from him until May.
Does the turtle race continue mean slow but steady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Slow but steady?
I think so.
That wins the race.
Yeah. That would seem to be the obvious. Don't count me out because now the race is not done. Even if the rabbit's out there, don't worry. I've done enough to make sure that I'm still in the race. I don't want to go crazy. I'm not psychoanalyzing this.
But it is long.
Can they get him at the price? Can they get either two of them quarterbacks at the right price? They ain't no long-term solution either. But I'm telling you, man, if they sign one of them and they end up playing and starting, Michael Penix gone, man. He gone. It ain't no we about to wait and develop Michael Penix. Slow and steady race. Not with Kevin. I'm telling you. Not with Kevin. I'm thinking they draft a quarterback in 27. That's what I think. But it all gonna depend on what they do with Kirk Cousins right now. If they release him and if they do bring in a quarterback. But like bro said, I don't know if I don't think it's a cry for help from Michael Penix, but like I told y'all earlier and before, I wouldn't have put it out. There would have been something internally that motivated me the whole season and motivated me from now all the way up until week 1 and make sure I become the starter. Now people gonna speculate, people gonna talk about it. They're like we talking about it, like they talking about it, like the whole national media talking about it. And now you putting another target on your back because now you don't put more pressure on yourself because now people gonna wonder if you don't get back in time or you don't be the starter. Now they're gonna question that post. Oh, you remember you said back in February you put out this, but you ain't even work hard enough. He could be setting himself up for that. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't have put it out. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I'm gonna keep saying, ain't nothing wrong with it. It just something I would have kept it internal, man.
My savage. Money main and the thing of a T and playing no games. Should I already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube popping, man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Money main.